Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. So we'll wait for another 5 minutes to start yet another. Let others also join. Let's start. Once again, I'm welcoming all for this webinar. So today we are going to see. The webinar topic is supercharging your customer support using macros and supervisory rule. So before going into the session, so we know, right, in each and every business, customer support plays a major role today, right? So even from starting from a mobile manufacturing and even every business, customer support is mandatory. Since after purchasing a product, every customer need to have some queries. So for that, someone from that manufacturing side or need to clarify their doubt, right? So for that, we need to have a system where we can handle all those queries and provide a good support to them and resolve them promptly. Then only customer get good impact on our product, so that they will refer some other person to buy this product and telling that service is very good. So it will impact our business productivity as well, right? So in that place, Zoho Desk plays a major role. So I'm going to explain what is Zoho Desk. Zoho Desk is a help desk software. Here we can manage all the customer queries across multiple channels like email, chat, phone, social, etc. And what you can do is, for example, if you're running a company, you want to send a automatic reply to the person. So based on their query, if we have any repositories, so if we send whenever a query raised, then definitely customer get good thought on this, on the company, right? So using Zoho Desk, we can do all those automations and we can increase our agent productivity as well as customer experience. So actually Zoho Desk works as useful to manage all those queries and do some automation to increase the agent productivity as well as the customer experience. Here comes Zoho Desk. Uh, Next, we're going to see what is the importance of Zoho Desk in support. Why we are using Zoho Desk? So as mentioned earlier, we have a unified ticketing system and we can provide faster response and resolution time. We can set up a SLAs based on the brand. So if it is a top brand, then we can set up a SLA, and if that query is not resolved properly, then we can uh, escalate it to the person who are managing this, to the team lead or manager, to provide better support without impacting the customer experience. And also, as a CEO or a managing director, we can see the visibility of customer issues. So from which part we have received multiple issues, we can get a better report of why we are receiving much ticket. So is there a for customizing the product or how to handle the product. So using this report, we can reduce the support queries by actually implementing the better part, or else if the manufacturing defect happen, then a part of as a company, I am reaching to that manufacturing team and I can increase the product, so I can improve my product quality, right? So these are the importance of Zoho Desk, so in support. So we can get all these when we are using Zoho Desk. Next, I'm going to explain what is the major role of using macros and supervisory rules in Zoho Desk. This is one of the feature in Zoho Desk. This is actually very useful for us, since for example, if you are running a product company, and we are serving a service based software service or product service, if we have any defect in the product, in the software, then everyone using the product will affect, right? So that time definitely will receive multiple tickets for the same issue. So agent don't know so how to handle. We cannot send acknowledge for each and every person, since if the issues impact, if the issue impact on the customer effectively, then everyone raised a query at a time, so we will receive a multiple query at the same time. That time we cannot handle, so how can we acknowledge them? Without acknowledging, it will impact the customer, it will impact the company's brand, right? So that time macros play a major role. And supervisory also plays, so how supervisory works in the sense, so based on timing, actually, so whenever the query raised, so if they are not contacting for more than hours, actually supervisory is a time-based action, time-based rule. So using these two, we can get a faster resolution time, improved SLA, and consistent communication. For example, as mentioned, we have received a query on defect on a software down or server down or something. So instead of sending, each agent will send a separate mail, right? So they will send a mail according to their view, their skills, but the issue was one, but customers are receiving acknowledgement from multiple persons according to their skills. So if you are sending them a constant message for all the tickets, then it will be helpful, right? So that's what we are using macros. And also we can have a better visibility, so how many tickets, so whether it reaches the right person or not, and we can have a stronger accountability as well. So these are all the things we need to use macros and supervisory rule. Next, I'm going to explain what are macros. Actually, macros is a set of predefined actions. So if we received a multiple queries for a product defect, what we will do? So we will send a mail to the customer, and we need to tag the type of the query, and we need to make the changes as make the status change, right? So this has to be done. If I receive more than 1,000 ticket or 100 ticket at a time, how each and every person why each and every person have to do the same activity? For that, what we can do is we can create a macro. In that macro, we can associate we can have a field update, email notification, or else if you want to call some other APIs using custom function, we can do. So we can have a set of actions, we can associate them, and after creating this, we can come into the desk and we can have a ticket, or else create a view and get a list of all those tickets, and with a single click we can send all those actions for all the we can apply all those action in all the tickets. So this is where macros help. And also if you want to assign to a specific team, so if you are receiving a query for a finance related, if you want to route this ticket to finance team and you are receiving a multiple ticket at a time, then you can create a macro and can apply or assign team, or else you can tag tickets. Next, benefit of macros. Actually, we can reduce repetitive manual work, and we can have a consistent communication, and we can provide a resolution time. So we can resolve the ticket within less time, and also we can acknowledge them within the frame, within the SLE. For example, the use cases for every password reset query agent. If any, if you want to change a password reset, so if you are getting a multiple ticket for password reset query, then we can create one macro and then send a automate reply to them, and based on that, status can be changed automatically to resolve. I hope my screen is visible, right? Can I get a thumbs up? Thank you. Now I'm going to show you how we can configure macros in Zoho Desk. This is a desk. I hope you might aware of this. If you go to settings, we have a automations. Under automation, we have a macros. Here, based on department, we can create macros. We can have multiple departments in Zoho Desk. So for handling, so for example, if you are running a project company, we have a sales, support project, like we have a department, right? Like similarly, we can have multiple department in Zoho Desk, and macros is also department specific. We can create macros based on their department. Now I'm creating one macro here. So this is this macro name. We have to provide a macro name, and we can restrict the access for this macro. For example, if you want to give only for specific agent access to only specific agent, we can restrict. Here I have had two actions. One is for acknowledging the customer on receiving a reply, and need to change the status as on hold. Now I'm going to, once you save, the macro will be added, get added. So I'm just showing you how can we apply macros to the tickets. So I'm creating this for customer support. I'm in customer support department. So I want to, I get these many tickets. I want to apply macros to, we can select 50 tickets at a time. If you create a view and you can apply macro, you can you can apply macro for all the tickets in that particular view. Now I'm just selecting this out of, you can select 50. I'll just select 3 tickets. And if you click more, here we can see the macros. So if you click, there is only one macro, so I can see only one. If you have multiple macros created in that department, it will be listed out. It will be listed out. You can select. Now I'm selecting product enhancement. When I select, if you see, the status get changed. When I open the ticket, and history, you can see the email triggered to the particular person. New alert was triggered, and also the status get changed. So now I am doing for 3 tickets. You can do more than 50 tickets at a time without creating a view, or else you can you, after creating a view, you can select up to 5,000, more than 5,000 ticket at a time for doing this same process. So definitely it will reduce the resolution time, right? So instead of agent going to each and every ticket and sending the same response and changing the status, at a single click, we can do the action. So this is how macros work, plays a role in the customer support. Next, I'm move on to supervisory rule. Supervisory rule actually used to monitor tickets and trigger action when certain conditions are met. So this will be helpful for escalating and reminder and for compliance tracking. So for example, whenever a ticket raised, if it is not responded more than 2 hours or 1 hour, then based on the hours time based, we can get a notification. So or else if the ticket owner can get a notification, or else the team lead can get a notification using this option. Using supervisory rule, we have an option called hours since updated. So using that option, we can get a time based trigger. So, benefit of using supervisory rule is ensure timely ticket resolution and auto-escalate tickets reaching SLA and improve accountability. So, after escalating, after the ticket get escalated, if you are taking action, it is no use, right? So, before escalating, before the customer complaint, we should take action. Then only we can maintain good customer experience, right? So using supervisory rule, based on the status only we come to know whether the ticket is resolved or not. So based on that, we have an additional option like hours updated. So based on how many hours, so the status remains for, if the status remains for 1 hour and without any change, we can escalate to the team lead so that they can take an action and can assign to the right person and resolve the issue immediately based on the priority. So that's where supervisory rule comes in, and this plays a major role in Zoho Desk. So for both macros and supervisory rule, we can get 40 to 60% time saving on repetitive action, and we can reduce ticket backlogs, and we can improve SLAs, and we can get more happier customers. Using that, we can get a more productive team. Now I'm going to show how supervisory rules can be is configured. If you go to settings, under automation we have supervisor rules. I'm just creating this. So we can have option like, so when this ticket should be escalated based on business hours or calendar hours. You know, right? The ticket might be created at 12 a.m. or 11:30 p.m. That is not a business hours, right? Then if we have a SLA, if the ticket did not get responded after 1 hour, it should be escalated in the sense. So agent itself not in the desk, then how comes they send a acknowledgement? So we can have business hours as well. We can configure business hours in Zoho Desk like 9 to 10. So if you are configuring business hours as 9 to 10, and if you are receiving a ticket 11, at 11 p.m., then it will be escalated if the ticket didn't send any response or the status didn't update it at 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so it will be calculating based on business hours. So we have option to select either based on business hour or calendar hours. Next, we have a criteria. So here, if you see, we can have hours since updated. So this is the option, especially for especially in the supervisory rule. So if hours and status updated is greater than 2 and status is still open, then we can notify, we can associate a set of action. Here I have added notify agent when the ticket is escalated. So before escalated to the team lead, I have set up this to escalate to the agent itself, so that they might receive a they get a notification, and they will take care of it before reaching to the before escalating to team lead. This is the one I have created. So similarly, when you go to tickets, whenever a ticket get created, the supervisory rule will be called out when the status is not changed more than 1 hour for the upcoming tickets. This is how supervisory rules plays. So actually, similar to this, we have multiple features in Zoho Desk, and Zoho Desk is a platform we can handle multiple queries even from social, all the things. I'm just summarizing. So Zoho Desk is help desk software used for handling customer queries from multiple channels, and we can have automations like macros and supervisory for repetitive actions, and also we can escalate ticket to a correct person if it is not resolved at a specific time. Using this, we can improve our resolution time, and can increase agent productivity as well as customer experience. So I hope this clear. So if you need any clarification, then please reach out to sales@speakra.com. We'll help you on this. If you have any question, please let me know. I hope this is helpful for you to understand about macros and supervisory. So if you want to try, you can try. You can sign in a trial account, a Zoho Desk trial account, and check those features. And if you find any difficulties for configuring this, please let me know. We'll help on this. Thank you. Thanks for attending the webinar.